Hey guys, I'm Alan. I'm here from Curve. Curve is all your cards in one. It consolidates all your payments, your spend, your transactions into one place, one card and one app. The card looks a bit like this, pretty fun. And the app looks a little bit like this. So the app stores all your cards in one place. And this is the main screen where you can see where your cards are. I can change the card I want to use. And when I change this card, the card in my hand automatically acts as the card in that wallet there. And this means I can leave all my other cards at home and just go and spend with one card. And what you can do on this screen is see your latest transaction, see the information on that card itself. And this is basically your one-stop shop where you have all your cards and where they live. And that's all your cards in one. We have another screen here. You can get info on your account. There's me. And get some security layers added to it. So allow you to show your PIN for this card, leave your other cards at home, and you can lock this card if you lose it. Say I'm on holiday somewhere and I misplaced the card, block it from the app, and no one can use that card. And I can just go home and find it underneath my sofa somewhere. And this is where the real magic happens. You add your card into the app here, so I can just kind of open this up. Okay. Scan my card, and add a little card there. Hello, I'm showing you all my card numbers. Apologies. And basically, once that happens, you can go through an onboarding process, which will let you keep your Curve card. I'm at a funny angle. Oop. Keep on. Not quite working now. But it's because I'm trying to scan the card I'm actually using. There you go. And then that will have myself there, and I can go and add all the relevant details. And then we keep all your transactions in one place as well. So we basically have everything you do in one neat kind of package. And this updates all your transactions in real time automatically. So every time I make a transaction with my Curve card, it comes up in here. So I can basically see how much Subway money I've spent this month. And this basically takes away the effort on your part. And you can sift through each transaction individually, apply tags to it. So I see the merchant, the date I spent, and the amount I spent on that card at that time. I can go into here and tag it, change this to office. And that way I can kind of see what I'm doing a month, how much I'm spending on my office supplies, my work supplies, whatever. And if you kind of want to add a bit more to that, you can add some extra notes. So I'm going to go to my Subway, add notes. Looking for the only beard emoji I could find, but it turns out that was Santa. So I'll try and find Santa. And if I search my Santa, coming up, oh, I didn't save it, that's why. Search my Santa. At the end of the day, just kind of go on how much Santa spend have I done. One Santa spend at Subway. And this means you get all your transactions in one place, personalized to you, and that way you don't have to do any work. And then you can add receipts to that. So say cheese, guys. You're now my Subway receipt, validating that I went to Subway. And it basically means you have everything in one place, regardless of what you need. And at the end of the month, you can just export that to your accounting software. Choose a card you want to export, choose a date range you want to export it, tallies it up for you, and that way you have your accounting software with all the spend from the past month on one card, of course all your bank cards. And that's basically it. That's Curve.
Fantastic. I left my microphone over there somewhere. Do you have any specific questions for the audience? Or just general feedback?
No, shoot, guys. I'm happy to hear it, whatever.
This is the very important microphone. I've just been told heavy is good. This one's heavier and it works. There is someone in the back. This is why we don't pay for staff gym membership. We just make them run around at events.
Hey, right.
So I just had a question I didn't quite understand.
Sure.
A physical card
Yeah.
that you have that replaces all of your other cards?
Yeah, I wish I had a camera that helped me do this. So this is a Curve card here. It's a normal MasterCard, accepted everywhere MasterCard's accepted.
So you already have an agreement with the bank to act as a card company?
Yeah, so basically all you have to do, Visa, MasterCard, whatever, just upload the card. It's all done through that way. You do the KYC, you verify it with your bank, and then that card is loaded onto Curve. And then you can select from there in the app which card you'd like to use. Okay,
so you get your phone out and tell the real physical card which card to represent of your real cards.
Yeah, open up the app, tap it.
It was just a clarification. I hadn't understood quite how.
No worries.
Cool. Thanks for the demo. I really like the idea. I'm just wondering to hear your thoughts on Mondo. So I recently got their card a couple of weeks ago, and this actually seems like a better way of doing it. But I'm just wondering what your thoughts on where you saw the market going.
This is an interesting point. You have what drives Curve is that we try to unite all financial services into one place. Kind of challenger banks and the like, they provide a new account for you. We don't want to make a new account for you. We think the banks are doing an all right job on the whole of managing your finances. We want to give you a unique access point for all the cards you own, all the financial services you'd need. So rather than make a new bank, we just layer on top and tie all those services together. So that will be remittances, P2P in the future and the like.
My question is with regard to CVV number and the expiry date. So I don't have to enter these details, or the software will automatically recognize?
No, so you have to enter details on the onboarding. I didn't do it there because I have to actually do my own card.
Okay.
But it will take a picture of the card, takes your PAN, which is a 16-digit number, when you enter the rest of the details yourself. So we actually know it's you uploading the card and not someone else.
All right, thank you.
Really quick question. Is this linking the transactions, or is the transaction happening on this card and you are linking the transaction to the other cards, or is it?
Yeah, so the way is we act as that little middle point. So the transaction just goes through our card straight to your card. And so you see it on your NatWest statement, for example, that you've spent on the merchant you spent with. And then we just record that data on here. We don't store any of that data on your phone. It's just held somewhere safe rather than just non-encrypted phones. Does that answer your question? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Next one. So the product looks great. I can see that being really useful. Can you also use it for loyalty cards? So in my wallet, I know personally I've got a lot more loyalty cards than actual bank cards I lug around. So if you could have an image of it, because normally they work via barcode rather than a payment technology. I don't know if you could have an image on the screen it would retain to use it.
Well, we don't currently offer that, but we're looking to one in the future. We want to basically be the one-stop shop for all your cards, be they bank cards, prepaid debit credit, or just loyalty cards. There are applications where we can make that apply, but we don't currently have them in place.
How are you pulling the data from the actual banks?
So how do you mean? With regard to?
With regard to transaction data, once it's processed, there has to be an approval. Are you on an approved vendor list, or how does that approval come around?
Yeah, so we're regulated in the same way that banks have the same security banks do. The only difference is that it goes through us to them, and that's basically it. It runs the same way, just an extra step. Sure.
G'day. My question is based on the first thing that popped into my head was, if I use your product for all my cards and I lose my card and it's the only card I have, how long will I have to wait before I get a new one, and how am I going to purchase my products between the time I'm waiting for my new Curve card to come and losing my old one?
So we'll start with the first step. Say you lost all your cards. Fortunately for you to have all your other cards at home, or one on you if you wanted to. You could lock the Curve card so that no one can use it, apply for a reissue using the support and feedback within the app, and then that will be with you in a few days. The same way your bank card normally would be. But you'd have a luxury of not knowing that card was still secure, and that you can have your other bank cards at home should you wish to retrieve them in the interim. If that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah?
I was more thinking the stuff, like, if this is my only card.
Yeah.
I know it's linked to other cards, but to say hypothetically this becomes something else, and this becomes your main card.
Yeah.
Obviously you have to have some serious assistance program where you can get a card.
Yeah, and we'll have to look into features that kind of provide you with much more security than that. So you have emergency ATM usage with some banks. We'd look to offer that eventually. But for now, support in the app, lock your card from within the app, touch your button, contact support from the app, and they can reissue the card. Naturally, you'll have to wait a few days for that one, and then retrieve your other cards if you can in the interim, I guess would be the best way of going.
Yeah.
Hello?
Thank you.
Hey, right.
I'm not too sure. Is it on? Oh, yes, it's on. Very interesting. Question would be then, so what kind of customer circle are you looking for? And then the question of how are you generating your income? So are we paying some form of subscription? As I said, first of all, perhaps the customers. Who are you really focusing on? Private retailers, businesses, perhaps also from an international perspective then? And then the next question is, what do I have to pay for this service?
Sure. Second question always comes up. So, bluntly, we're starting with the self-employed users, sole traders, freelancers, so-called solopreneurs, because these people are really underserved by their current banking systems. They have a number of personal, business cards, debit and credit, and they kind of don't know what to do with them. They have loads of accounting information they can't really consolidate, and they don't really have any accounting software that just goes straight from the card they use to the relevant software to send to their accountant. And so we kind of catch them at that point when they're spending, and that's just a consumer launch, so this goes to individuals who are effectively their own company. Where the price is concerned, so it's no subscription, but it's a £35 one-off fee for the blue card and a £75 one-off fee for the black card. And after that, there are no hidden charges, no extra charges. It's just one flat cost. So we're launching a rewards program soon, which gives our users cash back and reward points they can use as cash in the future after they spend. So the black card gives you double those points, basically, and the blue card is just standard flat rate of points. If that makes sense. Yeah. Sure? Oh, that's not my phone, sorry.
Yeah, sure. Hello. Hi. First off, great demo. Love the technology. My question is twofold.
Sure.
Right? I don't know about other people, but personally, I have one card. Right?
Yeah.
In my lifetime, I've had two that I have to carry around. I don't know how many of your customers will have more than two cards. I'm sure you've done the market research. Does your technology support, for example, I've had a local card in the UK and then an international card that I use in the other countries I live in.
Yeah.
Does your technology provide a global solution? So if I had,
so we support a number of, sorry to interrupt you there.
well, answer this one, I'll ask the other bit.
Sure. So we support a number of currencies, and we offer the MasterCard wholesale rate plus 1% on travel, so you actually get a lower rate. Sorry, am I? And so, for example, if you had a French card and a British card, you could set the currency of your card in the app to French so it knows it's a Euro card. And that way, when you spend in euros in France or wherever Eurozone you're in, it won't charge you extra fees. And when you use your UK card, it will still keep it as a UK card. So you can keep the two separate on their own currency. I think that's all.
Sorry, that was me having to be quite strict. Time is up, we've got 6 to get through, so I have to be strict. So big round of applause for Curve, please.
Thank you.
Brian?